Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Doc, from SampleKings.com. And of course, I'm going to talk today about this whole controversy that I saw going on. I wasn't even involved in it. I haven't been watching it, so I've been doing my own new video, pretty long video I'm doing on the MPC software. And I saw that some guy, EA Ski, was talking about the MPC X SE. And then he was dissing its sonic quality, he was dissing Mac. And then also, Av McCree talked about him being mad because he didn't get one. So you didn't get one. So then he was like mad at him, talking about him. And that's so much been going on. I'm like, I was on here going, looking at this. Here we go. We got Sight. This guy's from MPC Gang. And he came on here talking about that. Well, these guys actually talking together, I believe. I have no idea what's going on with that. And then here's a conversation that Viral Beats came up with on this thing. Okay, that was like 7 days ago. This one's 9 days ago. Then we got Av McCree, a message to Eski from the NPC community. So I don't know if he represents the community. So I want to see what this is about. First of all, I didn't even see this.
Accountability and just hold myself accountable for, the ongoing nonsense that I brought on myself. One, I sat there and left a comment as a large content creator on someone's video, and then he chose to address it. Hey, it is what it is. I know me, I would address it if I saw that myself.
Okay, I saw that. Okay, so then here you've got Av McCree saying, this is Av McCree saying, truth be told, this ski dude, and that's almost a diss right there, if he doesn't know him, is mad that he didn't get sent an MPC XSE. Now, he's going out of his way to making videos to talk about something he honestly doesn't care about. This is exactly why I'm not responding to this beef. Okay, I got that. So then anyway, then Av McCree responds to the beef. Here he goes, responding to the beef.
Woo! A whole lot is going on, and I definitely want to address it in this video. It's Saturday. I haven't dropped a video on Saturday in a while.
Okay, enough
So
of that.
to get to the point here, the NPC community seems to be divided right now. Like, one of the main things that has divided the NPC community is this recent release of the MPC X SE, which stands for Special Edition.
Okay, great. So then the whole thing was that he was talking about that, about this, and then I saw Bolo saying we got to get along, get together. I don't know what's going on with this whole thing, but the reality is that the MPC X is probably being compared to other NPCs. So this other guy here at Dubs Bangers, this is really good. I like this video actually. Watch this video. This is a really good video that people need to actually see and hear. Let me turn this up here, go to here.
Quick comparison. I sampled the same drum break in the mixer to the XL and to the X. And I used actually the same cables. I took them out of there and put them into the X. And I recorded them on the computer.
Comparison.
As you can see, the 2000 XL, it's fatter, punchier. And this one I could tell right away it's looking airier. So let's take a listen. And now this is the X coming up. The punch isn't there, man. It's sounding hella airy.
Okay, so you saw that sounds airy, and it will sound airy. And so the sonic quality is what everybody's talking about, I believe. And so there are not two different communities going on, at least not to me. These are two different eras, we'll say. Actually, let me get real scientific. It's a 12-bit chip in the MPC 60, in the MPC 3000. Similar chips, all right? From that point on, the chip changes. And so we have a different way that they're using technology to get a different sound. So what's going on here is that these chips that started this whole thing off, like the first time Roslyn made that great machine, the Roger Lynn drum machine and the LM1, or the Lynn drum they called it, those were great machines because they had that first small chip idea going on, right? Might have been 10 or 8-bit chips. Then 12-bit chips come out. They become more and more popular. And then all of a sudden, the first person making those device, or that first device that was a drum machine, was EMU making the SP1200. That had bottom you wouldn't believe. I was just awesome. Rappers loved it, man. Rock and roll guys loved it. It was love in the studio for that machine. And then the MPC 60 comes out, and of course, it's not just a drum machine, but it has this great MIDI center right in there. You know, you can do anything. It's a MIDI control device, right? So it's a really great MIDI production center for doing MIDI and using a drum machine. That's a great thing too. But as time rolls on, technology improves. And then AE Ski is talking about converters, analog digital converters. Now, that's been going on for years, that the converters have been changing, and they will continue to change. And most of the old guys now are talking about it, but the young kids coming into business don't see it that way. They don't care. They're not really sampling so much, but they're just working, and they just want to work on devices. And probably MPC does see this. Now, look, you got to realize, too, that the rest of the world is different compared to all the guys in the MPC community. There is a group called BTS. They're out of Korea. You probably heard of them. They're pretty famous. And there are guys in Korea who make beats. And they make some pretty dope beats. And they're using MPC. There are guys in Japan who use MPC. And they're making dope beats. There's a group called Blackpink. That guy uses MPC that produces them as well. He uses that and software as well. So you got to realize that there's a whole world of people who aren't doing what people in America probably are doing. And the MPC is a worldwide device. And when the Chinese get a hold of it, and they get more of those in there, they will control the marketplace totally. So these devices are being made for the most popular people that buy these things. You know, and so I didn't get an MPC XSE. And I've never gotten anything free from AKAI. But I have never reached out to get anything free from AKAI. And I've just been making videos since I'm sort of older, so I've been making MPC videos when they started. And I was doing that when the Source was out. And my ads were in the back of a Source magazine. There was no internet before at that point in time. We made our own tapes. We print them up and put them out, you know? And no one ever reached out to us. So Rogerlin did say he liked the tape, and that was cool for him to say that to us years ago when we first came out. We loved that, actually. But really, the truth is that technology is going to change. And this is something you need to understand, too. If you like an MPC 60 and you like an MPC 3000, you're going to need to buy one. I implore you to buy an MPC 3000, an MPC 2000, an MPC 2500, an MPC 3000, and a 60. If I didn't say, I'll say it again. The reason why I'm imploring you to buy these devices, MPC 62, Mach 2, right? The world's changing. The chips you want to have them make, they're not making anymore. If you go to MPC stuff, they can't fix some items anymore. There's no one who's going to make those 12-bit chips anymore. The first time the Roland TR 808 came out, that dope machine with the boom, that one that's just really dope machine that's all been sampled. You hear all these samples, or everybody has a sample of those machines. The chips inside there were bad chips. So the guy who made it, that machine, the original owner of Roland, had to find these bad chips at this Japanese factory in Tokyo. He got those chips and used them, and it gave the TR-808 that sound. He kept buying those chips. He'd go, what's those bad chips? Okay, I got the bad, great. He used them. He made the TR-808. When they ran out of those chips, he couldn't make it anymore. He couldn't make any of them anymore, so he discontinued the line. That's the reason why the original stopped. And that's what's going on today. The sonic quality of stuff is changing because the original parts aren't there. AKAI probably had to remake the X because it's really not in stock. That was like 6 years ago. Today, there's so much technology that guys aren't making money selling this ancient chip stuff. They're going to sell it for other items. There are chips in refrigerators. There are chips in cars. There's a whole market of chips going out there. With AI here, there'll be robots walking around who are going to need chips. Why are they going to make chips for an old MPC? They're not. The MPC will probably become a high price. You might see the MPC in 10 years now for $10,000. Or let's say $5,000 for it. Because they're not making that anymore. It's going to be hard to find chips for it. And as these devices get more and more, you might get divorced from your wife, and all of a sudden, she's going to say, what? I want the car. You'll think about it. She can keep the car. You want to keep the MPC. And I'll be like, whoa, she kept the car. You don't care about that. Because that MPC is going to be worth a lot of money in the future. So look, I would go and explain to you how analog digital works for analog digital converters. I would start out with the first time that happened was with the telegraph. Believe it or not. A telegraph, you click on that, that's analog, right? You hear the sound back. It goes through a wire, that's digital. It gets to the other side, he hears it back, that's analog. Analog digital converter. First time that happened. I'll talk more about that later on. But the truth is that you heard this video this guy did called Dub's Banger, and yo, that's the truth about it. But does it matter to you? How much does it matter to you? And it's a small part of the recording process. As a recording engineer, I'll pull up some Neve EQs and I can add more bass and it won't distort with Neve EQs. It will never distort. They're expensive, but that's why I like them. But I am a recording engineer. I have a lot of gear. But for you, look, don't worry about that. And if you do, don't worry about it. I'm a YouTube influencer. I do not have any MPC given to me. I don't even keep them because I make videos of them and I remember a lot of crap. So that's how it works. Any questions, hit me up below. If you hear anybody talking about me on a video saying I said something, hit me up below. I don't even know where that's at, but tell me where it's at. And look, please join us at samplekings.com. It's going to help. And please like this video. It improves the quality of the videos that we can make. Thanks again.